This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Thursday, November the 13th. Starting out, Chinese soybean situation. China has imported a tremendous amount of soybeans from Brazil, Argentina. Had some canola coming from Argentina. At the same time, we started to see a little bit of a reduction in China's hog herd. Bottom line, China now reporting record soybean inventories across the country, even at their ports, especially at their ports. Current port capacity or inventory in China is reported at 10.3 million metric tons of record. A year ago, it was 3.6 million metric tons, so an incredible jump from a year ago. Crushers are reporting a soybean inventory of 7.5 million metric tons. That's the highest volume since 2017. Bottom line is, China has not been buying U.S. soybeans other than the initial 7 cargoes that it bought after the trade truce was signed. Since then, we haven't seen anything from China, and China not really actively buying from anybody with this volume of soybeans they have. Question now is once again, will China be able to avoid the United States this year? And will we buy or will they buy 12 million metric tons of soybeans from us? They easily could. I mean, that's between now and the end of the year. So, yeah, China can come in and buy the soybeans. We don't know when they'll be shipped. They're not going to be shipped immediately, but they can buy them. And I don't doubt that they will. I feel China will show up. They'll buy some soybeans. Bottom line is, China wants chips from the United States. And if they have to buy 12 or 20 or 25 or 30 million metric tons of soybeans to get those, they will. Trust me. It's just going to take time. China will be in here. Second thing I'm watching, Argentina going to expand their export ports or build a new port on the Paraná River. Argentina, in drought years, has struggled to get exports out, and the Paraná is growing, and so is demand for growing demand on the Paraná, I should say, and there's growing demand for Argentine products. So they're going to invest $290 billion into a port on the Paraná River. Brand new state-of-the-art facility should help up their exports. I doubt that puts much pressure on us. We'll see how this pans out. But South America gearing up to make some exports. You got to ask, when's the United States going to make some improvements to our port facilities? Our infrastructure is getting a little dated. We need to start thinking about that here going forward when it comes to these demand outlooks. Third and final thing I want to talk about today, the U.S. economy. We're starting to get some shaky numbers. White House is saying some parts of the U.S. economy are in a recession. We did see big growth forecasts for 2026, and those have been whittled back here a little bit. Even with the government shutdown ending and furloughed employees going to get some pay, U.S. layoffs continue to rise at a rapid rate. AI is causing quite a bit of this, but so is just simple economics and a shrinking in the labor force. U.S. vehicle payment delays or call it late payments on vehicles, record high. U.S. credit card debt, record high. You name all of this. It does not bode well for a long-term economy. And when those healthcare costs start to rise, it could get a little bit worse. And some of this is causing we've talked about the concern in the equity market. With everything getting a little top heavy, starting to get some concern. Gold it was up nearly $100 yesterday. Did support the commodities too. We're starting to see that safe haven buying come back in. That can give us some underlying support regardless of what the rest of the fundamentals tell us. Keep an eye on that. Those are the three things I'm watching today.